Solutions for environmental injustice. Of course, we have with us to talk about some of the positive solutions for environmental injustices, Mr. RBarkely, who is a longtime member of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and Mr. BWoods1, who is also a longtime member as well as a member of the Executive Committee for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And let me, Mr. Barkley and Mr. Wood, welcome the two of you to the show this morning.
Thank you.
Very good. And of course, Mr. Barkley and Mr. Wood, what we'd like to do is to talk about some of the environmental injustices as well as the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. But in order to do that, let's have you and Mr. Bartlett, Mr. Bartlett and you and Mr. Wood to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of the things that got you involved in the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And of course, Mr. Wood will give us similar kind of information for that first 6 minutes of the program here.
All right.
You want to give us?
My name is R.C. Bartlett. I originated here. I come in here from Alabama in 1953. I attended Tennessee State University, and I've truck driver for about a little over 48 years out here on the road. And I had experience over the whole 48 states and then some. I've also gone into Canada and had just retired from truck driving in 2001. And I got introduced to Mr. Wood. We had some environmental problems in my neighborhood. And I also went into the NAACP with the organization and had some experiences with the organization. And we are just pleased to be able to do some environmental work. And I always tell them that I was the one that helped polluted the earth, and so now I spend the rest of my days trying to clean it up.
Very good. Okay, very good. Mr. Wood?
Well, I've been in Nashville since 1984, and I got involved in environmental politics, and on all the environmental politics that we got involved with were with the neighborhoods and the downtown incinerator, Edge Hill Cleaners. That was a horrible day.